Hey guys, thanks for watching Nerf Socom Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing the Nerf Rebelle Codebreaker. This is a crossbow, shotgun, 6 o'clock rifle thing. It is like a combination of so many different things. First of all, it's a crossbow, and it's kind of a real action crossbow, sort of, because it has the string that shoots it. Normally, you'd think it'd be the side parts here. But it's also a shotgun because when you prime this back, it pulls it back. It's like a shotgun pump. Plus, if you know revolvers, there are some revolvers that shoot on the bottom side. So this shoots on the bottom side, which is considered a 6 o'clock. So that's how that works. So this gun also has a railing on the top, which is pretty nice because you can put like the Rebelle dart holder on it or any of the dart holders on there. You can have an extra few rounds of ammunition on it. The cylinder is 8 rounds instead of 6, so it's a little bit more than a pistol would have, which is kind of nice. This gun has the little code breaker here. It's basically a little pin pad, I guess you could call it, a pin lock here, of which if you have the wrong code, the trigger will not work. I configured it to 117 for an apparent reason. Basically, so if it's the wrong code, let me just swap a few keys here. 883, you prime it back, trigger will not pull. So you have to make sure, because I put it to 117, you go back all the way to 117 and make sure that this is in the right chamber. Trigger pulls. So it's pretty simple how it works though. To configure it, I think it starts out on 111 or 000, I'm not really sure. Basically though, to change it, you have to have it on a proper code. You push in the little button here and you can change it to anything you want. Just say 557 just to change it a little bit. And now it will work on 557 and not on anything else, which is pretty cool. I like that because you will be able to use the blaster if you know how to configure the code, which is pretty cool. However, if you have a friend that uses it or something and they prime it back, they're like, darn it, I can't use this gun. Then they realize this gun is just primed back and you're gonna be stretching the string over time, which is a little bit annoying. So if you have somebody that's gonna do that to your gun, this could be left primed for a long period of time. So how this gun really works, so basically you just pull this back. It's really simple. You have to make sure that there's a dart in there for the trigger to actually pull back. If there's not, it will lock up like nearly the same way it would if you don't have the code in there. So you have to make sure the dart is on the bottom side. Plus, if you say, for example, you don't have a dart for an extra couple of rounds, the trigger doesn't work, you can just pull this back twice more or however many times to revolve the barrel and then fire it, which is pretty nice. So you can just keep moving this back and forth to change the cylinder, which is nice. Another thing is that you have to really make sure that these darts are really put in there. You have to have good darts, otherwise it will just jam. This little string will go under the dart and it will either get the dart jammed in there, which has happened to me a couple times, which is really frustrating. And there's no dejam access or dejam door in here, so you have to get a screwdriver to poke it through or something, which is frustrating. One thing you can do though, let me just pull this trigger here. If you want, you could just pull the string back yourself and load it yourself. Like say for example, the piece is broken or something. You just have to really get it back and up there, pull the string up there, and it should work just fine. Although now I just used it anyways, but oh, and there we are. It's jammed already. So now I gotta get a screwdriver or something in there. Maybe it'll just tilt out. Yeah, if I just do this. Oh, now I really screwed up the start though, so I probably won't be able to use this anymore. Something that this gun comes with though is that it comes with probably a couple of these darts and the little readers. You can read the cheesy little text. Game on, set the parte, and I jaguari something. Different languages because this was not just American made. Of course, not American made at all. So now let's test this gun outside. All right, so we have an 80-foot rear lined up. Let's see how well this does. Well, already a misfire. That back actually.
So I'm getting that problem where because the dart is just slightly pushed forwards, you won't fire it, so you have to make sure you push them back all the way. Try it again. And now it slipped past it. Let's try the other one. Great. Wow. So for the range of this gun, the dart's limited from 32 all the way to 48 feet. The effective range is probably around 28 feet. It is pretty accurate and pretty effective on the range. However, there's so many jams that I get constantly with the darts just not being strong enough. You really have to have perfect darts, and the best ones are probably going to be the painted Rebelle darts because they're stronger. The paint keeps them in better condition. Otherwise, they will misfire and you're not going to be able to shoot darts, which is really frustrating. If you're into modding, you want to fix this up a bunch, make it a little bit better, I'd recommend it, but otherwise it's not that great. So, yeah. Thanks for watching Nerf Rebelle Codebreaker. I'll see you guys next time.